As the menace of drug use eats into the fabric of the society, it's only proper to start educating our young ones at a very tender age. But how early is too early to talk to children about drug use? Well, today on the show, we'll be looking at Smart Kids Say No to Drugs. Welcome to Regardless, Nigeria's #1 anti-drug abuse TV series put together by Christ Against Drug Abuse Ministry, KADAM, a faith-based non-for-profit organization at the forefront of the fight against drug abuse in our society, under the auspices of the Redeemed Christian Church of God. My name is Louisa Olani. I'm your host for the show today. But before I introduce my guest, I'll take you through the short video clip for today. And when we return, we'll delve straight into the conversation. Please stay tuned.
Mom,
yeah?
If it is extremely risky and potentially profitable at the same time, I mean, isn't it worth the trial? I mean, no risk, no gain, right?
My love, I didn't know that bringing ice cream for you would require me to answer hard questions. You don't want to pick your bestie's score, why? Is everything all right between the both of you?
I'm planning a safer, but potentially highly lucrative alternative to buying stocks for companies with the exposure of cryptocurrency. I'm actually working on a project for Dave.
How old are you again?
A young entrepreneur with 16 years of experience.
Okay.
Mom.
Yeah?
If you don't mind, can I talk to you when you get back?
Whatever I'm going to do can wait. You are more important. Tell me, are you having problems in school? Did your friend disrespect you? Oh my goodness! You're seeing someone now?
Mom! Chill. It's not about that. Alero is hosting a party in the house today. So we invited all the cool kids in school, and I was wondering if you could help me select a dress for the party, because my friend Vera is also attending.
Oh, okay. What time is the party?
Now.
Ha! And you are still here. Where is Dave? Let me call him. He has to go with you. And then when you get there, behave yourself. Respect yourself. Remember the child of who you are. Remember your upbringing.
I'm having a royal change of mind.
You go.
Taylor and Vera, how nice of you guys to join me.
Happy birthday, Alero. Nice party. Happy birthday.
But you know this party is not for your levels. Please don't stay long. Okay?
Have you been baptized? That's the only way you can be here. But aren't we all classmates?
Obviously, we are classmates, but not in the same level.
I want to be in your levels, Jerry. What does it take?
Hey guys, what's good? Hey Bills, how you doing now? I enjoyed the party. Talk now, I don't remember me. Why are you blushing? This is something you might do. Look up, I'll be away. That's good. If you have someone to stay, I'll take you upstairs.
Me, I just want to be high. Be high. Be high. Me, I just...
Mommy, the party was actually great until the point I was asked to kiss a guy in a game of truth or dare. If not, I would have to drink from a mixture called squishes.
Oh. So what did you do?
I didn't even like the way the guy kissed me.
Ila! There's definitely something wrong with you.
Mom, that was it. Trust me.
You need to be more careful, for goodness sakes. I am not saying you cannot mingle with your peers, but you must draw a line. Have some limits. At your age, kissing boys.
I wasn't kissing boys, Mom. It was just a game.
What kind of a nonsense game is that? You don't even know if he has some kind of mouth infection or disease. Is that how I raised you?
No, Ma. I'm so sorry.
Sorry for yourself.
I just didn't want to be left out or give them a reason to laugh at me.
I'm calling Anero's mom now. I want to know what kind of responsible parent will allow children indulge in this kind of dangerous games, all in the name of house party.
Mom, they weren't actually home.
What? Your principal will hear this. Young lady, go upstairs right now, brush that dirty mouth of yours, and take a hot bath. Then come back here because I'm not done with you.
Mama, I'm deeply sorry.
Get out of my sight! Sorry, cause, sorry, me. Don't even know whether the boy did not even brush, has not brushed his mouth in 1 week. It's kissing you, it's a game, sorry.
Who didn't brush the car? Who brushed the car?
Baba no network. Ila, make sure you wash all those dishes.
Mayday, mayday, the eagle is in the nest. Abort mission. I repeat, mayday, mayday, the eagle is in the nest.
We don't have the house help in this
out.
house. You better just stop being lazy. Eh? What? When did you start hiding your phone from me?
Can you imagine? Michael gave me 50k just for a night. What rubbish.
Enjoy
What can
yourself
50K get
now.
for me? It's fucked
Ne
up.
you never see
I can't
anything
believe
yet.
50k.
Oh, sorry. I didn't see you coming.
Thank you for attending my party the other day, even though you are not up to the level of people who attended it.
No, Biggie. I wasn't actually supposed to be there, so I have to go.
I wanted to hook you up with some cool rich kids at a party today.
I actually have a lot of things to tell you right now, but I have somewhere very important I need to go to now, and I don't expect your low brain to decipher what I just said. I have to go.
You should just look at my room.
This,
This piece of trash.
I'm taking shit, nonsense, rubbish.
Madam, what are we going to have for dinner? Any suggestions?
I'm not hungry, Mom.
Uh-oh. I know when there's something wrong with my princess, my young entrepreneur. You want to talk about it?
Mom, I stood up to Alero in school today. Now Vera wouldn't talk to me because she thinks I blew her chances of being amongst the cool kids in school.
Oh, my baby. You know the sun doesn't struggle to shine, right?
I'm aware, Mom, but I feel so lonely to walk around school alone.
But you have a long way ahead of you. And you're just 16. Huh? You know, time will come when the right friends will come along. Then you will even have time for me as your best friend again, Seth.
Mom, did you experience this while you were in school?
I had a superwoman as my best friend. Your grandma. You know what? My mother gave this to me. You can have it. Keep it safe. Don't lose it.
Thank you, Mommy. It was very beautiful.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Mommy.
Wow, I'm so proud of Tahila's assertiveness there. But what do you make of the mother's predisposition to the child talking to her? Well, who knows? Our guest might have something different concerning that video. You're still watching Regardless, and today we're talking about smart kids say no to drugs. Our guest for today is none other than a father, a movie producer, a youth facilitator and counselor, Lagos State Youth Coordinator for Community Partners for Health Project in the state. Join me to make welcome Mr. Adeyinka Oluwa Yimika. You're welcome to the show.
Thank you very much.
Hope I got the pronunciation well. I tried. All right, so how you doing?
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm
Daddy,
fine.
how many of these young, beautiful angels you have under your strict, I don't want to use the word strict because behind cameras he's not a strict person. Do you have to deal with every day?
At home and outside, a lot. I've always been somebody enamored with young people. So working with them is something that gives me a lot of joy. Growing up, we didn't have so many things that they have right now. The opportunities available, the information available, we weren't that fortunate. So I am now owning on all these things to help them build a bridge into their tomorrow. So that saying that they are leaders of tomorrow, they are future, can come to pass.
I should call you Omo Yimika. Interesting. So what do you make of that video of the Rufus's family, especially the brilliant girl, Tahila?
Yeah. I hope we'll have so many Tahilas in our society that will be able to draw a line between going overboard and staying in line. But unfortunately, we have a lot of copycats. We have a lot of people who want to be in vogue, who want to be amongst the cool kids, as we saw in the movie. They want to be there. And unfortunately, going down that route, they end up in places where they should not be. They end up with characters that are far away from what their parents had inculcated in them, and they turn out to be what we call addicts. And so unfortunate.
Very, very unfortunate. So, I mean, is it bad to be a cool kid?
It's not bad. Looking back at my own life too, anyway, I could say in school, at home, in church, I was one of the cool kids. But we didn't go overboard. We did our own fair share of being rebellious, let me put it that way. No parents would definitely tell you drink, smoke. But as young people growing up, we experimented. But fortunately for a lot of enduring values that were inculcated in us, we were able to say no, we're not going to go beyond this. Personally, till my father died, he believed I didn't smoke, I didn't drink, because he never saw me do it openly.
But you are doing it.
But I did it. I smoked, I drank. Well, you may call me a social drinker, but I drank. But I was able to say, no, I can't go beyond this. But these days, we have young kids that don't know when to draw the line. They get pulled in by friends. They get pulled in by siblings. Yes, some parents do smoke, but I had friends who had dad that smoked, and till date, he never touched even paper. When we were doing paper, I didn't even do it.
Now, you made mention of now that we have information overload, where even if you do not learn these things from home, there are 1,001 ways you can learn it. Internet, I mean, our children, as early as, I mean, they have access to the internet, they want to do assignments and everything. How do we help them?
I would want to implore parents to engage in effective communication. Make your children see you as not just their parents. Let them see you as their friend. Let them see you as their counselor. Let them call you bestie, like we saw in the movie. If somebody says, who is your best friend, you should be able to say, my dad, my mom. You know, let them see you as somebody that they can share information with. And parents too, make themselves available. And aside from that, we need to have information to tell them that what your friends have told you, to some extent, yes, may be right. But once you go beyond this level, then you're going to go overboard. Communication between parents and kids, very essential.
We'll take a break at this point. When we return, we'll continue the conversation. Don't touch the dial. You're watching Regardless.
I am Adeyinka Onyoribo Oluwaimika. I'm an actor, a writer, a movie producer. I'm a youth facilitator and counselor. I'm glad to be on Regardless. And I just want to encourage our youths out there that no matter how much, how intense the pressure may be, to tell you that there's pleasure in taking drugs, please say no. Capital N no to drugs. Thank you.
Many thanks for staying tuned and welcome back from that very short break. You're still watching Regardless, and today we're talking about smart kids saying no to drugs. I guess Mr. Adeyinka Oluwayimika is still with us in the studio, and he's been taking us through the predisposition, or what you want to talk about, how the Rufus's family is dealing with the situation on ground. Tahila is like the star girl on today's video, but again, you might want to look at what the mom or how the mother is treating the situation, especially when it comes to her giving information to the mom. Now back to you. I mean, like I always say, you were privileged to have done all of the bad things in quotes while as a child and still scale through. Did you at any point in time, like she did, want to confide in your parents and there was this blockage? And how do you also see the mom's reaction to the young girl wanting to be friends with her?
Going back memory lane, I won't have been able to talk to my mom or my dad that I smoked, that I drank, albeit my mom ran what was popularly called a beer parlor at that time. It would have been easy to tell her that this young boy, your young boy of 10, 11.
Innocent looking.
I started drinking. I'd rather talk to my friends and people that I respect in the community. I had friends of my siblings, my elder siblings come around and I share a lot of things with them. And I think that's one of the routes that I took that was not too pleasant because they could only talk from their own experience. And if I had gone to my dad, maybe I would have stopped earlier since he didn't drink. Even my mom that sold alcohol didn't drink. Back to the Taylor's story, I feel that the mom should find a way to balance her disposition towards her If she's more like the police person, the judgmental person, the child will come back home with censored information. If I tell her this one, she will kill me, she will scream. And I don't want her to scream, so let me just tell her I'm good. But fortunately, anyway, she herself was able to assert herself, was able to tell her friends, no, I'm not going down that route. And something that a lot of young people need to do.
So how can you still be with the chill with the big boys and drink water and drop cup?
That's just me now that you have just described. I still have friends that smoke, I still have friends that drink, and all I do sitting with them is drink my water. And they're always like, no, you should at least take a sip, and I say no. If I didn't do it way back then, now that I'm older, I'm wiser, then no. See, we need to give what is called the assertion training to our young people. They must be able to say yes when it is time to say yes, and they must be able to say no when it is time to say no. The spirit of discernment is what they need to be able to know when to go right and when to go left.
So how early is it? Because when we talk about, I'm trying to put this side by side, the sex education thing, where way back it was a taboo to even mention sex. S, not even the full word, to children, but these days we see them teaching them at a very young age. So how early is too early to educate them on the dangers of drugs?
That's actually a debate that's ongoing. The rate at which people assimilate information varies, you know, and the development of each child varies. There are girls that start their menstrual period early in life. There are some that start late. So if she doesn't start and you feel you want to wait, it's a decision of the parents. But having said that, the information base that is out there makes even like a 6-year-old child to know a lot more about sex or drugs than the parents. I'll give a practical example. I met a woman when we had the National Conference on Sexual Health in Abuja so many years back. And she said she went to a certain school, I won't mention name. And she told the principal, I'm coming to teach, I'm coming to talk to your pupils about sex education and the consequences of starting early. And the principal was so happy. And they agreed on a date or time that she will come back. And she said she left the principal's office. As she got close to her car, about 4 girls approached her. And they told her that, ma, we overheard your conversation with our principal. And we just want to tell you that you will be coming to waste your time if you're coming to talk about that. And she said, why? They said, okay, you're coming to talk about sex education. What don't we know? And they gave her a breakdown of everything she had in mind to tell them, the consequences of their actions or inactions, the various kinds of STDs with symptoms and with remedy. Secondary school. And they told her that, look at all of us, that in this school we're not sure you can even get a virgin, that there are so many girls here that have gone through abortion processes. That's a lot of us get dropped by drivers in the morning. So if any one of us is pregnant, we have a doctor in town. So when we're coming from home, we have a mufti in our bag. So when the driver drops us off, he goes, we change from school uniform to mufti, go to the clinic, get the thing done
and that's it.
And have enough time to rest, then come back to school before the driver comes in the afternoon. So many things are happening out there that even if we speak the best of English, even if we propose the best of strategies, the nature-nurture controversy is still in place. Whether the things you inherited at home, the values that you're taught at home still holds water when you're out there with your friends. How do you ensure? I wrote an article so many years years back. How well do you know your child? Beyond the four walls of your home?
Fantastic way to end it. Let your yes be your yes and your no be a no. You can be a smart kid, and smart kids really say no to drugs. It's been an educating time on the show today, talking about smart kids saying no to drugs, and we can't leave without saying thank you to our partners, Fits in Healthcare, NEM Insurance, and CFAX Group for making this show possible. Also to our collaborating partners, the NDLEA and the National Orientation Agency. Thank you for being our partners. And to our guests, thank you for gracing our table, for our chair for today, or our couch for today, and to all of the people behind the scenes that have made this episode possible. My name is Louisa Olani. Until I come your way again next week, remember that regardless of the mistakes you've made as a parent or as a child, there is hope once you seek help. Go about your duties, go about your schooling, go about making friends, but say no to drug. See you next week. Bye-bye.